my gosh, I've made a mess, haven't I? Well, no. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you that are new, I'm glad to have you here today. So, I know this looks like a huge mess, but guys, trust me, I have something really good to share with you guys today. Today, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I found items at the Dollar Tree, but you can find them elsewhere, or you probably already have some of these, but I'm showing you how you can find these items for $1 at the Dollar Tree to help your child learn at home and to help them keep motivated and ways to make it fun. So guys, let's go ahead and begin, and let me show you everything I got to help you help your children at home. The first item I wanted to show you are these super cute pencils. Oh my gosh. And let me tell you, in my years of teaching, every single child has wanted a cute, colorful, fun pencil to use. In my classroom, I always use the plain, boring, basic number 2 pencils. But during holidays and any special events, I pull these cute, colorful pencils out, and every single child that's in my class wants these. And let me tell you something about this. It won't make your child smarter, but guess what? They're going to be motivated to write because they want to use these cute things. They want to see it. And let me tell you why writing is good. First off, it can help improve their penmanship at home, because a lot of times kids, they want to rush. They're kind of not as neat as they could be. And so you can kind of just encourage them to write at first a lot, and then pretty soon get them to start writing a lot more neatly. And you know what they say, practice makes perfect, and that does work with handwriting as well, guys. So definitely consider getting them some cute pencils out there. And it doesn't have to be these exact ones, because you probably won't find them because these are on Easter clearance. But they have cute pencils everywhere. They have them at Target, Big Lots, Walgreens, Dollar Tree, CVS. They have them everywhere, and it's such a simple and easy thing to use to give your child to work. The second item that I wanted to show you are these double-sided dry erase boards, and I think this is so good for children of all ages. Now, we use dry erase boards at school. I have them in my classroom, and it's not exactly this one, but I wanted to show you that you can actually find this type of thing that we use at school at the Dollar Tree. And what's awesome about this is if you have a kindergartner or even a first grader who's not good at writing letters and needs to practice, well, there are all of the uppercase and lowercase letters there. So your child can just go ahead and practice by tracing the letters and then eventually writing them on the lines. The lines are good because it helps your child write the letters all at about the same size, because sometimes you know how children will write small and then get bigger and bigger. Well, this way they get to practice writing their letters and their words the right way. And this is double-sided, so let me go ahead and turn this over so you can see what's on the other side. The reverse side is blank, which is perfect. They can do math on the back, they can draw, and what's really good about having it blank is a lot of times when we are doing math, we do things like number bonds, we do arrays, we do number lines. There's so many things you can do that you don't need lines for, so this is perfect. And if you just want your kid to just go ahead and have fun drawing, there you go. This is so awesome. This third item is a set of stickers, as you can see, but guys, these can be used to promote your child's creativity and to get them to actually write. Now you're looking at the stickers thinking, they're just stickers. My child's gonna take it, stick it on something, and be done. Well guys, it doesn't have to work that way. Let me show you, or let me tell you how I use it in my classroom to promote learning. So if a child were to take a sticker, let's say they take a turtle like this one, they stick it on a blank piece of paper or a notebook, whatever you have, then tell them to write about it. They can be creative and make up a story, do a narrative on it, or they could actually make it into something that's more informative. And for instance, they could say, this is a green sea turtle. We don't know if it's a sea turtle or not, but we could just say it is. And then they could say, the turtle has 4 flippers. It has a shell on its back, and so on. You see where I'm going with that? You can get your child to actually start thinking and writing. They can make up stories, make it a narrative. They can be informative, telling facts. There's so much you can do with these, and it is just so fun, guys. So stickers are highly, highly recommended, and not just for sticking on things. The fourth item that I have to show you are these playing cards. And don't forget, you don't have to get all the items from the Dollar Tree. You can get them anywhere. Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, Big Lots, wherever you go. But I just wanted to show you that you can get these items for $1 and not worry about paying too much, and that they're just something easy to find that you can use. Why do I like playing cards? Because it deals with numbers. What I would do is remove the king, queen, jack, and so on, and then just keep your numbers from 1 to 10. Now, when you use these, you could play the basic game of war with your child, get them to learn which numbers are bigger or smaller, and it's a game. It's not even like learning, it's just playing a game and learning which numbers are bigger than the other one. And the way you play war is you get faster and faster, which makes it so much more fun for your child. So that's one way of using cards. Another way is to mix them all up and give it to them and say, hey, put this in order. There you go. Of course, don't leave all the cards in there. Just like say get from 1 to 10 and do that. Another way to play with this is, or another way to learn, see that? I'm already calling it playing. Another way to learn is say grab 2 cards and then say you have a 5 and a 7. Then you tell them what is 5 plus 7, and then they have to come up with the answer. And the great thing about playing cards is that a lot of these cards, they have like an object or the right amount of objects on the card. Sorry, it doesn't show there, but they have the amount of objects. Say it's like diamonds and the number is 4. There's like 4 diamonds there. So if your child does not know how to add yet, they can actually count all of the objects. So say they had 5 plus 7, there's 5 diamonds and 7 hearts. They count all of those, and then it comes out to 12. So it's a great way to teach math to your children, and it's just fun for them. It's just playing, guys. It's just like playing. The next item that I picked up from the Dollar Tree are dice. And guys, you can find dice anywhere. And the most typical dice that people have are the white ones like this with the black dots. So they're simple, easy to count, small enough for children to put in their hands. And they're so amazing. And what's fun is that I happened to find these huge foam dice at the Dollar Tree, which just makes it that much more fun. So what I normally do in my classroom, because I do use dice in my classroom, is I usually give a student 2 dice, a pair of dice, there you go. And then what they do is they tend to roll the dice and say it lands on a 5 and 3. Then they would do 5 plus 3 equals. And if they know it from their mind, awesome, because that means they learned it. And if they didn't, then they can just count the dots. So you have 5 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 3 makes it 6, 7, 8. So 5 plus 3 is 8. They write the answers down. And if you really wanted to get more into it, you could, besides have them write the numbers 5 plus 3 equals 8, you could have them draw the dice or the dots. 5 dots plus 3 dots equals 8 dots. So it's really, really, really good for the students. And another thing you could teach and get like deeper into is if you know that 5 plus 3 is 8, you can move the dice. Tell them if we put the 3 first and the 5 next, is 3 plus 5 the same as 5 plus 3? Are they both equal to 8? The kids start to recognize that and they realize, hey, this works. And then there you go. There's your number bond. 5, 3, and 8 work together always. It's really super fun and a great way to learn. And I remember, playing this type of math game at home when I was young, actually, with my dad. So something cheap and easy to do and really fun for the kids. The next item I have up here is this foam dry erase block. And guys, this one is super fun. There are so many things you can do with it, but I'll just give you a couple of ideas. For instance, if your child is learning word families and they're learning the at word family, then you could put different words all around. You could put words like sat on one side, maybe cat on the other side, flat if you're doing blends as well, mat, you know, all the different words. Then you have your child roll the dice and have them read it. And pretty soon, because it's a fun game and they want to win, they start to memorize all the words, and pretty soon they know it all. And once that happens, you can move on to the next word family, like it word families, like sit and lit and bit and so on. This is so fun. Or if you're doing vocabulary words, just go ahead and put the vocabulary words. Maybe you're doing days of the week. Do whatever you want. This has so many possibilities. And guys, if you can't find this exact dry erase block at Dollar Tree or somewhere, then you can just use a regular die that you find, and you can cover it with white sticker or the white labels that they sell, and then just write on there whatever you want. There are so many ways to make this if you don't find it, and it's a great way for your student to learn at home. The next item I wanted to show you is this bag of pom-poms. This comes with 80 pom-poms in assorted colors, which is fantastic because that's what I want, and that's probably what you would want too, to help teach your children at home. Now, what can they do with the pom-poms? So many things. Oh my gosh, there's so much you can do with it. First off, the most basic thing is if your child is learning how to write the alphabets, then you can have them create letters, like form the letter A, form the letter B, and so on. And this is fun because it's colorful, it's textile, and so your child will love doing this. It looks more like a toy than anything. Next off, another thing you can do with this is have them count. Just drop a whole bunch, you know, a handful, and then tell them count these. So that's a good way to practice counting. Also, perhaps you can have them sort by color. You can have them add, like say, take 2 green ones and 3 purples. How many do you get altogether? What's 2 plus 3? There are so many things you can do with pom-poms, guys. It is amazing. Like little things like this that you probably have around your house are so useful for learning. These next items that I found are basically ice cube trays, and I know a lot of us already have them at home, so you can just use what you got. But if not, they have some really cute ones at the Dollar Tree, at Walmart, wherever you want to go. And I happen to find this super cute one. It looks like pineapples, so I grabbed it. And the reason I grabbed this, besides the fact that it looks so cute, is that if you count how many wells there are in this, there are 10, and 10 is the perfect number for kids just beginning how to count or just learning how to add and subtract. You know those pom-poms I showed you? Your child can actually place them in here and count one by one from 1 to 10 as they place their pom-pom in each well. Another thing they could do is put all 10 pom-poms in here, and then say you take away 3. What is 10 minus 3? Then they can count again and see what's left over. 10 minus 3 is 7, and so on. So that is amazing. And here's another type of tray I found as well. This one actually has 21 wells, and so if you need like more space, bigger numbers for your child because 10's way too easy, then get one that has more. And again, use those pom-poms or whatever you have at home. Maybe you have marbles, I don't know. Just use whatever you have, and this makes a really great and fun learning tool for your child. It's so fun, trust me. My students use these in the classroom and they love it. To them, it's just a game that they play. This next item is a set of 100 felt letters. So I'm assuming there's probably 4 of each letter, which would be perfect because then you could spell a majority of all the words that your child will need to learn anyway. And what's great about this is that you can do so many things with this. For instance, you can have your child put them in alphabetical order. That's usually perfect for a child who is just learning their letters. You could go for both kinder and first, maybe even second as well. Also, your child can come up with different words that they can spell. If it gets too intimidating, what I like to do is I just take out the letters needed to spell that specific word. So if I wanted to spell the word cat, I'll just pull out the CAT to begin with and then have the child put those letters in order. Now, of course, you can add a couple more letters in as your child gets smarter, just to see if they know which letters to pull. For instance, with the word cat, maybe I will put a C, a K, an A, an E, an I, and a T. And let's see if they can figure out the vowel is an A. Can they figure out cat starts with a C? And so on, you know? So you start off simply and then you add more. Also, you could have your child try to build words in different word families and see, does that work? At, cat, sat, bat. There's so many things you can do with this, guys. And normally I would pull magnetic letters, or a friend of mine found foam letters, but I didn't find that. But you don't have to have that. You could use these felt letters. Whatever letters you have, that works fine. And if you don't have letters, guys, maybe use some construction paper or regular paper. Write the letters on there, cut them out, and then just use them like tiles. Whatever you have that works to help your child learn, do it. The next items I wanted to show you are these containers of Play-Doh. Play-Doh is awesome. All kids know what it is. Most do, at least. And they know how to just instinctively play with it and squish it and form shapes. Well, guess what? You can use it as a learning tool with your child because they already think it's a game. So what you can do to help your children learn, especially if they're in their younger years, say kinder, you can have them form letters like an uppercase A, lowercase a. They can also form numbers like 1, 2, 3. And also, you could have them make little shapes, triangles, squares, hearts, because shapes are important too. That's part of learning. That's something they're going to have to learn as they get older. And so when they play and they create these shapes and numbers and letters with their hands, that tactile feeling starts to remain in their mind, you know, because they're using their eyesight, they're using the feel, and it starts to impress upon their brain exactly what they're learning, guys. So Play-Doh is an amazing thing to have in your home, and it's an amazing tool for your child to learn with. So I highly, highly, highly suggest getting this for your child. This next item I have here are sticky notes, colorful sticky notes. And you may be thinking, we already have sticky notes. What does that have to do with learning? Well, guys, guess what? It has a lot to do with fun learning. Now, in my classroom, my students all have their own pack of sticky notes. In fact, they absolutely love them and they beg me for more when they use them up. And I just give it to them because it's learning. Okay, so now you're wondering how do they learn with this, you know? And so let me go ahead and tell you. Okay, so a lot of times I'll teach the students about something. Maybe I'll talk about adjectives. Like, for instance, if I have an apple and I'll tell them, look at this apple and I want you to think about different adjectives to describe the apple. And then after they think about that, then I'll tell them, all right, what I want you to do is on each of these sticky notes, write me an adjective to describe the apple. So then they pull it out, you know, and they write with their cute little pencils, and all of a sudden they're so excited to be able to use these that they actually start thinking. So all of a sudden you get the words like red, juicy, hard, you know, things like that, shiny. And the kids think it's so fun to use a sticky note and to get to stick it somewhere. And for you, maybe you could have them stick it to the fridge, or maybe they'll have a notebook somewhere where they can stick it on. But little things like that at random times throughout the day. Maybe you're sitting down or watching TV and all of a sudden you notice that your kids are paying attention, but they're just sitting watching TV. All of a sudden, why don't you go up to them and tell them, hey, can you give me some nouns from that show you're watching, and all of a sudden the kids pull out their little sticky notes and they start writing their nouns. Maybe they saw a ball in that TV show. Maybe they saw a boy. Maybe they saw a couch. You know, it just gets to be super fun, and you get to start teaching them. And you know what's really great about them putting it on the sticky notes is that you don't have to go up and ask them. They just write. Then later on, you go and check and see, hey, did they actually get it right? And when you see the answers start being right, you are going to be so amazed. You're going to be so proud. I mean, it's okay if they don't spell it right, but if they have the right idea, meaning they know what a noun is, they know it's a person, place, or thing, they know what an adjective is, they know that it describes, then they are learning, and that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter if their letters don't look right. It doesn't matter if the spelling's not right. As long as they're learning, that's the most amazing part. So here's a look at everything that I picked up from the Dollar Tree in order to help make teaching and learning at home fun for your child. Now, I know that I got all of these items from the Dollar Tree. However, you can find these things at just about any store. You can find them at places like Walmart and Target and Big Lots and Walgreens and the 99-cent store and CVS and so on. Everybody carries some form of these items, so it's not that hard to find. In fact, you might already have some of these items at home. Well, guys, I hope that I was able to give you some ideas of how you can teach your child at home and how to make it fun for them. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching my video. I hope you like it. I hope you share it with your friends. And if you haven't done so already, I hope you guys subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day, guys.